Hi YouTube, I hope you guys are well. So I did a video yesterday and I just uploaded it, but I did not set it to public yet. It was a very interesting reading, and my light kept flickering. It kept going out on my ring light, and I'm not sure what that was about. So I'm not too sure if I will actually post it, but it is uploaded. With the pre-shuffle of tonight's reading, I kept seeing the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. I forget what other cards there were, but I'm getting the narrative of someone who is very popular or who will be very popular, very successful, and things are moving very quickly. Either opportunities are coming in for you or you're heading straight toward them because you feel as though you're ready. Maybe there's some type of project that you've been working on that is finally going to be showcased. There's something about that. If you are a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag, this might also highly resonate with you. All right, you guys, we're going to clear the negative energy. If you're wearing headphones, this is the part where you take them out for a sec. Beautiful. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying the new look. I'm trying to come up with a new way of doing these readings and making sure that they're enjoyable for you guys. All right, it's also allergy season, so if my voice seems a little off, please just bear with me. All right, so let's see what Spirit needs you to focus on at this time or what's coming in. Okay, we've got regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Yes, I did see the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Swords. For some of you guys, you are cutting your losses. And for a lot of you, I did see love. I saw success, career, and I saw love. And I wasn't sure which one it would be. For a lot of you guys, it's a bit of both. For some of you, it's some from column A. And for others of you, it's mainly column B. At the bottom of the deck, we have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And for love here, it says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So what I'm getting from this, first of all, with that Queen of Wands coming out 3 times, the Knight of Wands coming out twice, I feel like a lot of you are getting a lot of attention. And to be honest, it's the nature of the beast, right? Not all attention is going to be good attention. Some people will see you as very inspiring. Some people will love to see you succeed because they know how hard you've been working, how many sacrifices you've made, how truly talented you are, gifted you are. And then there's going to be a lot of you, maybe a lot of you, but a lot of people around you who might not really be too happy for you. You're going to give people a lot of reasons to be jealous is basically what I'm trying to tell you in nicer words. All right. So this envy could be around you, or maybe some of you are experiencing a little bit of envy yourself. And that's just something that we need to work through. I mean, we kind of all go through that, right? So let's see. I want to read from the book for these, but I kind of just want to jump right in because they're pretty straightforward. Someone could also regret something in regards to you when it comes to love. Maybe they regret letting you go, choosing someone else, and then they see you moving on, being successful, getting a lot of suitors. Maybe some of you did a makeover, something, but a lot of eyes are on you, and I think there's a lot of people from your past lovers especially, who will be very envious of you, and they will regret having hurt you in the past, but my well. All right, so let's see. What do we have here from the Light Seers Tarot? All right, we've got Temperance, Sagittarius out the bag. I'm telling you, Queen of Wands came through 3 times. So I could definitely be speaking to people with fire in their chart, or you could be cross-watching for a fire sign. There's the regret with the 3 of Swords, pain, heartbreak, sadness, disappointment. Some of you are healing from a very painful past situation, especially with Temperance coming out before the 3 of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and pick the last one. And the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. All right, so let us clarify. I'm going to move these over so I can see them. Okay. And to clarify, we're going to use the Good Tarot. So what is this about with Temperance? The High Priestess did come out a couple times with the Star card. The High Priestess also came out with the Magician. So some of you guys are really ascending, like taking your entire life or your gifts to the next level. For some of you guys, these are spiritual gifts. For some of you guys, you're finally going with your intuition, and you're, with the Fool card, taking a leap of faith and living your true life, being your authentic self, doing what makes you happy, even if it's unconventional. Coming through as the Queen of Wands. Anything you do, you're going to be really good at it. The Queen of Wands is very talented, very gifted, very inspiring, very creative, and also very intuitive, as she's usually depicted with her black cat. So for a lot of you, it's like your intuition is telling you to do what you've always been destined to do. Do the thing that always lit you up, even if it's the thing that a lot of people just can't seem to understand about you. It's not for them to understand. I'm just hearing someone saying, I'm born for this. I was born for this. For some of you, you might be coming out as well. You might be coming out to your friends and family, or maybe just to a few people who you've managed to kind of lay low and hide from. Hiding your authentic self from is what I'm going to say. With the Five of Wands here, this is opposing opinions, competing goals, competition. This is also, oh, I'm hearing camaraderie, but okay. For some of you, you might work in a very braggadocio, what's the word? Machismo kind of atmospheres. Maybe you work around people who they kind of go with the status quo, and they shoot down anyone who's different. I definitely think there would be envy there, because it's like the thing that makes you different is the thing that leads to your success, while the rest of them are kind of fighting for these opportunities, or for this one opportunity, and it goes to you. I'm hearing that for some people here. Okay, so after some fighting, some competition, we also have divine timing with the Temperance card. Patience, healing, right? Harmony being brought to your situation. Some of you guys may have been very patient in the process, just understanding that when the time is right, you will take that leap of faith. And I'm also realizing that this lady here is wearing a butterfly mask. So it's almost like she's been fighting, because it's also tug of war. It could be fighting with oneself, fighting between one's head and their heart, right? And wearing this mask in the process. What I'm getting is just fighting who you really are, or having to fight against others. Because of who you are, just to protect yourself. It's like you couldn't be your authentic self. You had to kind of fight or put up this type of mask. Wear a mask. Okay, let's get another one for Temperance. We've got Temperance again. So there's definitely something here. And then 14, which breaks down to a 5. So for some of you, I really feel like you've been holding something back, fighting the urge to say something or do something or go somewhere or be someone, and you've just been patient. But this patience card here, Temperance card, has a clock on her heart, and I feel as though these feelings, these battles, it's time for them to come to an end. If they're feelings, it's time for them to come out. Time is ticking here, and you have the Star back here. So I feel like someone just wants to be their authentic self. They want to heal. Someone here could have been healing for a while after this Three of Swords. With the Seven of Swords, it talks about deception and lies and trying to hide evidence as well. So I'm really getting the same message from the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords as I'm getting from the Five of Wands. So let's just clarify the Three of Swords. I'm going to try to use my other ring light, you guys, for the next readings. I really want you guys to see the illustration on the cards. Four of Pentacles, holding back, having trust issues, being very guarded, feeling as though one has to protect themselves or protect what they have. We've got the Moon and we've got the Two of Wands. You see, someone has been very secretive, holding back. With the Four of Pentacles and the Moon, this is not revealing how one feels, and hiding in the dark. Hiding in the dark. This is someone who's holding on to something with like a lock and key. But with the Two of Wands here, it's like someone has the choice to pick a path now. It's like they've come to this fork in the road and they're just like right on the edge of going in the direction that they want to go in. But understanding that once they do that, it's the end of their old life. There's something that must be left behind with the Two of Wands. It always talks about a sacrifice, right? That's kind of why we can stand in the doorway for a period of time, because it's like, you know, in the original Rider-Waite deck, we see a man holding onto a wand with the world in his hand. So he knows which direction he wants to go in, but he has this other wand that's kind of just over his shoulder, where he understands that this is what he has to say goodbye to. And so we kind of stand in the doorway until we've made a decision on how we want to go about making these sacrifices, or when we want to go about making these sacrifices. But there is an intention to move forward or to choose a specific path. The Three of Swords, for a lot of you guys, it could lead to heartbreak, but then you have the Wheel of Fortune. The Five of Swords, I feel like someone here has to pick their battles, and it's going to bring a Tower in. It's going to be the crumbling of a foundation, maybe a comfort zone, a type of family, a type of belief system, which is giving me very like Hierophant vibes. There's the Emperor. Speaking of the Hierophant, this is someone who wants to do the right thing for everybody involved. But what I'm seeing is for someone here, maybe there's like a father with the Four of Wands and the Emperor. This is giving me husband vibes. I feel like someone here has to tell their father something, or the husband is not going to take it very well. Five of Swords, wearing a mask again. It's like this person has had to hide who they really are. But it's like in the process of doing that, they're just breaking their own heart. But this is changing. It's fated for you, or whoever this is, to move forward, to be their authentic self. Okay, Seven of Swords. What is it that they're hiding? What is it that's not being revealed right now? Okay, the Six of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords. I'm getting a different storyline here now with the Four of Wands and the Six of Wands. There's the Knight of Wands, Three of Wands, a lot of fire energy. There's the Star, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords and the Six of Swords. Someone is realizing that it's time to move on. Eight of Swords, Seven of Wands. After a period of being stuck in their head, being trapped in fear, telling themselves that they cannot move forward, they're finally standing their ground with the Seven of Wands, standing up for themselves. Someone here is making a decision to move towards their happiness. Wherever they are, where they've been needing to hide their authentic self, hide who they truly love, hide who they really are, whatever it is here that this person's hiding. I mean, with the Six of Pentacles, it can talk about breadcrumbing for those who are experiencing a breakup, or a situation where somebody wasn't giving to them fully, where they felt like they were, you know, not the only one in the scenario. With the Nine of Swords, it's like they can't go on like this anymore. They're one step away from the Ten of Swords, which is very painful ending. Sometimes it ends in betrayal. I'm just going to clarify the Six of Pentacles. With the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, this is telling me that it's about a relationship or something within a home life. Even if it's, you know, mother, father, husband, wife type situation. There's something about family or home or a structure here. And then we did see the Tower. So I feel like it's the crumbling of a relationship of some sort. Of course, these don't always have to be romantic. This could be, you know, within someone's family or something like that. Six of Pentacles. What's the Six of Pentacles here with the Seven of Swords? Someone here may have been giving to two people and they're worried about who they have to say goodbye to because they know it's going to bring a Tower in, Eight of Swords. So someone definitely feels stuck in a situation that's not giving them very much with the Six of Pentacles. So they're not happy there anyway. I'm getting that energy. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, someone's walking away because a situation, a place, dealing with a certain person, they were not getting their emotional fulfillment. They weren't getting their needs met here. Let's get one more. They could have felt like it's like being stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's like, I either stay where I'm not happy. You know what I'm also getting? For those of you who resonate with the coming out part of the reading, I feel like for some of you, you may have been trapped, or someone here was trapped in a relationship where they tried to do the right thing, maybe to please their father or their family, but they weren't happy there. It doesn't have to be coming out. It could also be someone who may have been in a relationship that their family wanted them to be in, but they're choosing to do what makes them happy. With the Four of Pentacles and the Moon here, someone has been hiding this heartache, this heartbreak, this disappointment, this sadness. It's like they just wanted to, you know, scream out. They just wanted to let it out. But they felt like they had to hold it in. Someone here could also be bisexual with the Two of Wands. And they just feel like they can't be themselves. Six of Pentacles talks about breadcrumbing and equal give and take, but it's also a card of balance. And I see like someone just trying to balance out the scale here. Or they tried to give to a certain situation. They tried to be fair. They tried to give enough to the relationship where everybody could be happy. But with the Six of Pentacles, it's just not enough. You can't, yes, it might be equal give and take, but I feel like it's like just passing the test. It's like you get a 51 and you pass, or whatever it is that you need to pass these days. And I feel like they did that out of obligation. With the Eight of Swords, they felt like they were stuck where they were and they had no choice. They had to do that to make everyone happy. There could be children involved here with the Ten of Cups. Definitely family vibes I'm getting. And the Nine of Swords again. Five of Cups, Tower. So someone is dreading bringing this Tower in, or if this happened already, they're feeling really bad about this Tower here. But it's like they're healing from this finally. With time, things will heal, I'm hearing. There's the Four of Pentacles again and the Fool card again. Someone goes from holding back to taking a leap of faith. Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, there she is. So for some of you guys, someone may have had to leave a marriage or a situation where they felt stuck. They felt obligated to be there. And they were just trying to find the right time to leave because they didn't want to start a fight. Is that the Justice card? Yeah. And the Two of Pentacles I just saw, and the Five of Swords. So yeah, Six of Swords. This is someone who is leaving a certain situation because they're not happy. Pretty much in a nutshell. All right. Oof. Let me see what's behind. Let me see what's behind this Fool card. The Justice card. Yeah. And the Hierophant. So there's definitely a long-term relationship here that's at stake. A long-term marriage, some type of legally binding contract. Could also be a lease. I always see an apartment with the Hierophant, apartment or house where you have to kind of walk upstairs. It doesn't have to be the actual layout of the home, but the Hierophant is about taking things to a higher level, a certain level of commitment, or committing yourself to something. So again, they don't have to be married, but they could have had children, and so they felt like they were locked in here. Six of Pentacles could also be like just taking care of the kids, just giving what they need to give because it's what they owe. Because it can also be a card of paying what you owe, paying off your debts, receiving loans, things like that. But they weren't happy there. So it's like they finally decide to, you know, go from being legally bound to this commitment to finally taking a leap of faith. But for some of you guys, with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles that we saw, yeah, it's like they finally break away from whatever situation that they're in, and they end up in union or giving this offer to a Queen of Wands, someone who's very attractive. She's a go-getter. She's very ambitious. I say she because there's a female on the card, but, you know, take it as it resonates. It's just someone who's not afraid to be their authentic self. I'm going to read from the book for the Soul's Journey now. I want to get the full message for regret. And that could also be someone regretting that they stayed so long in a situation, maybe wasted time. 86. It says the soul doesn't know time. Funny how I just said time. Time is a construct of the physical dimension. To your soul, there is only one big now. Think of the past as the now that has already been created, and the future as the now that is yet to be created. You don't have the power to uncreate the past, so let that go. Your power of creation. Remember I told you the Queen of Wands is very creative, right? So just take these words as they resonate. If it's not about love, apply it to your career, etc., etc. Your power of creation lies in your awareness of the present. You have the power to not only create your future, but also create acceptance of your past. You should realize that you are the total summation of every single experience you have had. These experiences have helped shape you into the person you are today. Train yourself not to judge past events as good or bad, but as opportunities. What have you learned from the past that will help enrich your future? Focusing on the past and letting it dictate the direction of your future is taking your power away from yourself. You are the creator. You hold the power. Reflect on the lessons of the past and use your current power to create your bright future, which is why I saw the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands, because I definitely saw whoever this was finally moving forward with a lot of speed, with a lot of passion. I also see someone setting themselves free, and it's like there's something about time where it's like making up for lost time, and so they just kind of like fly right into who they really want to be. You know, for example, it's like someone who went from, you know, hiding their sexual preferences from their family and friends, or whoever they felt they had to hide it from, society, let's just say. And then finally breaking free, telling everyone, and then like the next day launching like a TikTok channel where they do their own makeup and they dress drag, and you know what I mean, like something like that. If it's spiritual, this is someone who is finally telling, you know, everyone around them, look, this is what I'm into. You don't have to believe what I believe, but a lot of people do believe what I believe. You know, maybe low key with the Four of Pentacles and the Moon, they've been doing something with their intuition and they've been keeping it from family and friends. So let's say they're a tarot reader and they've been doing readings, personal private readings, but they haven't been telling their family because they didn't think that they would agree. Maybe their father in particular thinks that tarot cards are the devil, that divination is the devil, whatever it is, right? And it's like they finally break free. They finally like let it be known. They don't have to hide themselves anymore. They don't have to hide their intuition. This person could have always been very intuitive, but they would have to hide it. Like maybe they always had like really intense dreams. Maybe they would receive a lot of messages, right? The crows, the birds are always about messages or messengers. And they just felt like they had to hide it. They had to hide it. Maybe they were even running away from themselves with the Eight of Swords here, thinking that like maybe they were, you know, because of how they were conditioned to believe, maybe they think that, you know, they got their gifts from the dark side, you know, with the Moon here twice. But it's like that's changing. especially with the Temperance here twice. This person's like an earth angel, right? They have the ability to bring balance to the world. It's like where there's darkness, they bring light. This person could be a light worker, but maybe that's a term that a lot of people in their circle never heard of, don't believe in, especially with the stars here. I was really drawn to, I told you, the High Priestess and the Magician. So this person definitely does magic or is very good at manifesting. We'll say it like that. And also the Queen of Wands with the Star card. So this is someone who is very gifted, very healing. They have the ability to reach a lot of people. Their energy is captivating. And it's because they were born to shine. And trying to dim that light has just left them heartbroken, you know? Okay. So then we have love. I want to read that. 74. Sorry, guys. There we go. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You are love. This could be how you already are. I might be describing how you are. You could be very much empathic as well, right? You are love. It is your inherent vibration. The obstacles and challenges of the physical dimension attempt to trick you into thinking that there are other ways to view life. But there's only one way that is natural to your being, love. This card simply reminds you that your soul is made of God's pure, divine, vibrational force of love, and that you need to bring this awareness to bear on every aspect of your life and being. So it's like understanding that you have this pure, divine vibration about you that is given to you from God, right? And it says to bring this awareness to bear on every aspect of your life and being. So it's like, again, being your authentic self, bringing this divine energy that you have to offer the world and allowing it to touch everything that you do and everyone that you meet. I'll give you an example. It's like, remember, you know the show Long Island Medium? I think the mother had said that sometimes when she would take her children out, especially when they were younger, that they used to become very embarrassed. Like if they went to if she went to a soccer game or went to the grocery store with her kids, she would have to stop people in the aisle and say, "I'm really sorry, but you have a loved one who wants to give you a message," right? And I feel like I'm speaking to someone who has this beautiful ability, and they just feel like it would, embarrass the people around them, or, it's almost like you have this mission. You have a gift. If you don't use it, then what's the point of having it? It's like God, your angels, your ancestors, your guides wants you to be on this beautiful path. It's like you are needed as a light worker. And to ignore your passion is to deny the world of your beautiful healing energy. So it's like you have to kind of balance with the Six of Pentacles, the Justice card. It's like, what's more important? Keeping my friends and family comfortable in their comfort zone and what they believe, or going against the grain, but doing what I feel God put me here to do, right? Being what I know the world needs right now. Okay, where was I? Okay, love is a healing energy, right? Definitely healing energy. Someone here is an earth angel or something like it. Okay, you have a beautiful mission here on earth. Love is a healing energy. All anxiety and drama cannot exist. There's the anxiety and drama with the Five of Wands. And the anxiety of the Nine of Swords. All anxiety and drama cannot exist in the aura of love, which is why it has to go, right? If something is bringing you anxiety and pain and drama, it has to go, right? This is what you're setting yourself free of. This could be what has been keeping you stuck. Most souls have come back upon this earth to learn, accept, and utilize this harmonic force, the harmonic force, and to see its effect upon their lives. It is your time to remind others of the strength of their own power of God and assist them in knowing fully that love is the most powerful element in the universe. It builds, fortifies, and strengthens even the most lost person. Some of you are meant to help people, heal people. You're meant to be a voice or a medium of some sort. You're meant to use some type of gift that you have that will bring healing to people who feel lost. You could be someone who, strangers open up to you easily, You always feel compelled to put down whatever you're doing to help the next person. Again, very empathic, okay? And maybe you've always been considered very sensitive. People kind of laughed at you and you just had to hide maybe how sensitive you were, especially with this broken heart. I feel like a lot of you feel other people's pain, especially the pain that they hold inside that they hide from others, but you feel it and you see it and you're able to connect with them and help them. When we live in the power of love, then and only then will we know truth. True love is the spiritual link between us and God. God is love, right? It will guide our footsteps through the conflicts of the material world and will cleanse our hearts of unwanted facets of the human personality. And what's part of the human personality? Envy. Some people might be envying you for your gift, right? Trying to, lie and say you're not as powerful as you say you are, or I'm just hearing like, oh, so and so thinks she's a witch, she's gonna go start a TikTok, or so and so thinks he's whatever he thinks he is, she thinks he is. You know what I'm saying? But to be in the energy of love is to understand that everyone is human and not everyone is going to agree with you, but it doesn't mean that you have to dim your light, the sun, as I just said that. Doesn't mean that you have to dim your light. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. Be your authentic self, okay? And don't give up. There's the Hierophant. There's the World card. You see, the Hierophant says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends, but people might find you to be some type of mentor, right? You might also be seeking mentors or people who are like yourself that you can learn from because you cannot get this information at home. And like-minded friends. Some of you might be, cutting away people who have gone against or go against what you believe, just so that you can connect with your soul family, which you'll find a lot of on TikTok, by the way. By the way, just type in spiritual talk, hashtag spiritual talk, TOK, and you'll find a lot of people out there if that's your story. Yeah, the path toward enlightenment with the World card. This is a whole new world for you. It's stepping into a whole new phase of your life. But you've been at odds with yourself for quite a while. Should I stay where I'm not happy and make everyone else happy, or should I go where I'm being pulled and guided to go? And with you've come into your own new partnerships or contracts, continue to move forward. New contracts meaning new jobs, new partnerships, new friendships. But also with new partnerships or contracts, I feel like this is someone's soul contract that they're finally like signing. It's like you've already signed, in the 5D, a contract that stated what you were going to come here and do when you came to Earth. Of course, you have free will. So you're not legally bound to it in a way, but it is a soul contract. And therefore, you feel guided and pulled to go in that direction because that's what you knew you wanted to do when you came here. That's part of the reason why you decided to come back and reincarnate in this life, right? So it's like, as long as you're not being your authentic self, you are going to sit in pain because it's like you're completely denying the whole reason why you came here. So then it's just like hell on earth, right? It's like, why am I here if I can't, be on this mission? Nine of Wands, don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. All right, let's get you some advice that flies out. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you want a personal reading, you can find all that information below. You can also follow me on TikTok where I go live. Sometimes, not all the time. I'll try to get on there more often. We got the Page of Cups. It says a new person enters your life. A partnership begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities is what is really coming through here. You could have water in your chart. You could just be very intuitive. Cancer is heavily coming through here with the Moon and the Page of Cups. It says intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. Some of you guys with the Queen of Wands energy, Sagittarius energy here, are very creative within your intuition. if that makes sense. Maybe some of you want to create a deck. Maybe some of you want to start a spiritual blog. Maybe some of you want to write a book that has a lot to do with spirituality and, you know, maybe it's a very psychic journey. It's a story of a psychic journey. I'm hearing like, oh my gosh, what's her name? She wrote many books. Sylvia Browne. You know, when I first picked up a Sylvia Browne book, I was in high school. I don't remember exactly which book it was. When I started reading it, I was shocked because I felt like I had known her, because many things that she was describing about herself, I kind of resonated with right away. And she had this bond with her psychic grandmother, and no one else in her family were like her and her grandmother. So she knew that she was like the descendant of, you know, her grandmother in terms of her spiritual gifts, her psychic gifts specifically, seeing the dead, things like that. Things that you can't really tell people because you'll scare them away, or they'll immediately think that, you know, you're the devil or something. But there's something here. It's like you're finally coming out, and when you do, it's like your gifts with the Knight of Wands, it's like as soon as you embrace your gifts, it's like they become heightened. That's what Spirit's saying. They become heightened. Plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, and poor timing. So for some of you guys, you haven't come out yet. You're still kind of hiding in the darkness, but Spirit's saying, when the time is right, be patient. The Temperance card is a big card of divine timing. When the time is right, and you will know, you will receive the signs. That is when you will be guided to speak your truth and stand and be counted with the Sun card. You can't ignore the sun. When the sun walks in the room, you know, it's illumination. You are the sun in a dark, you are the light in a dark place. You may have also been like surrounded by very narcissistic family members or people who just were very, very dark. You may have grown up being very depressed, just to come to realize years later that you are an empath and you've been picking up on the energy of the people around you who choose to stay in darkness, I'm hearing. But you came to be the light. So they are going to envy you. They are. Because your strengths are going to shine light on their weaknesses, and nobody wants to be called out, right? Even if you're not calling anyone out. We mirror back to people certain aspects of their self that they're not always ready to see. And you understand that that's just part of the human personality, right? The ego, which is the devil card. Okay, there's the Magician that came out in the pre-shuffle. You are ready. See, you are a magician. You are the alchemist. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. You're a great manifester. You are a master manifester. You guys are so powerful. Oh my gosh. There's the Nine of Swords again. The Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God, all these cards, the Four of Swords. Some of you are definitely healers. And then there's the Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. And it's also a card of family once again. I'm getting soul family. Okay, Four of Swords, take time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. And that's why I said for some of you, you guys are probably still hiding. But when the time is right, you will be given the sign. Meditation may provide answers. In meditation, since you guys are high priestesses in the making or already possess this power, you are a magician, you are an earth angel, you consider yourself to be one. Just hearing the words earth angel feels like someone's describing your highest self, right? It's like, yeah, I'm an earth angel. I'm human like everyone else, but I'm an earth angel. I want to see peace on earth. I want to do my part to bring peace on earth. I want to do my part to bring people back to themselves, to raise the vibration of the earth, the frequency of the earth, right? I want to help people out of their darkness. But first you had to do that for yourself, because we cannot heal others without first learning how to heal ourselves. And that was a message that came through in the reading that I uploaded. I'm not even sure how much got cut out. I'm so sorry, guys. My phone's telling me it's at 10%. I was saying that some of you guys are definitely healers. If I'm repeating myself, I apologize. Just skip forward real quick. You cannot heal others unless you first learn how to heal yourself. So for a lot of you guys, you're still sitting in this energy of, you know, pain, You're hiding who you really are, or you could be healing from something very painful that has happened recently, or even if it was a very long time ago and it was something that you never really healed, that you've just been hiding or and suppressing, and it's been keeping you stuck. You has you trapped in your head. You lose sleep over it. You are going to get through this, and getting through this is what's going to help you to become equipped to help others through their own darkness, is what I'm hearing, okay? The Nine of Swords, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. Your energy is very strong. Please understand that when you think negative, as a powerful manifester, when you think negative, you manifest a really horrible day, a really horrible week, a really horrible month, a really horrible life. Okay, and if you are an empath and you're picking up on the negative Nancy's around you, then they're getting in your head, and it's like you're taking their energy and you're allowing their energy and their beliefs to dictate your life. That's an illusion. Okay, the Eight of Swords talks about feeling trapped, but it's an illusion. False sense of entrapment. You can get out of that. You can get out of your head. And if you want to, put an end to these sleepless nights and anxiety, it's time to speak up and speak your truth. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Contracts keeps coming up. I know I've spent a lot of time on the spiritual aspect of this reading, but for those of you who are resonating with moving forward, moving on, starting a new job, signing a lease, moving out, moving somewhere else where you're not surrounded by negativity, maybe it's against your family's belief to move out at a young age, or to move out before you're married. Whatever it is, you are embarking on your own journey because you cannot stand the anxiety and the sleepless nights and the pain of, being in a situation where you're no longer happy. And then the Ten of Cups, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met, and trustworthy relationships. There's opportunities that come in with this Ace of Pentacles. People you can trust, contracts that you can sign. Soul contract is what I really keep hearing. I really keep seeing someone who's finally signing on the dotted line. It's like Spirit's been asking you, will you sign the contract? The contract that you had written out yourself. Are you ready to sign it in this life? Are you ready to embark on this journey? Are you ready to start on this mission finally? Some of you guys could be much older and felt like you went your entire life living a life or living a lie that you thought you could coast by. You tried to be normal. You didn't want to rock the boat, but it's like that has come at a cost that you just simply cannot afford to pay anymore. And it's your happiness. It's your life's purpose. Okay? If you don't live your life's purpose and be your authentic self, it's a slow death. And it's a waste of a lifetime. And for some of you guys, there's a new commitment or a new opportunity. There could be an engagement. There's family here. Ace of Pentacles can also be a gift, money, opportunity, but it's also a commitment, a solid relationship, the beginning of one, the opportunity for one to have or to happen that will bring you everything that you've been wanting here. And you see these mermaids in the sea. It's like these people can be their authentic self. The mermaids. Some people are like, are mermaids even real? For some people, they think that mermaids, or they say that mermaids are, water demons. There's stories in Jamaica. I won't get into it. But it's like whatever this is, whatever people say, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And that's what matters most. I also wanted to point out that behind the Magician is the Star card. So you guys, there it is again. Magician, Star. High Priestess, Star. You guys are like very powerful clairvoyance. I'll just say clairvoyance. Or very powerfully gifted. I'm going to read for the Envy card because there's something in there about when you're envious of someone else, you are not paying attention to your own journey, And that's going to lead to you having to like reincarnate and learn the lesson all over again, right? So it's like focus on yourself. This is just a message for anyone who resonates. You must learn to accept that the obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is human nature to covet the perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey. The perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey, right? But to try to emulate him or her is not being true to your own guidance. You have chosen this life and these circumstances for a reason. By disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, right? Doing what others want you to do. You are only setting yourself up for confusion and disappointment, which leads you to the Three of Swords, right? You never truly know what is going on in another person's life and what personal challenges he or she may face. So to be envious is a fool's game. Be authentic to your inner voice. Wow. Because only you know what is in your best interests. If you don't follow your own path, you will have to reincarnate in an attempt to learn your original lessons again. And that's also a message for any of you guys who know of people, maybe in your family or people around you who are extremely jealous. And it's like, maybe you've been afraid to not rock that boat because they're already jealous of you, because they already know that you have some type of gift or that you're different. Maybe because you are a master manifester, maybe they might see you as someone who always gets what they want or things always work out for you, but that's because you're an incredibly gifted person. And what they don't realize is they are, you know, everyone's gifted in their own way, but they have no idea what their gifts are because they're so focused on yours. And if they spend the rest of their life being jealous of you, they're going to have to reincarnate and learn what they came to this life in this lifetime to learn, because they would have missed it paying attention to what everyone else is getting, right? Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys resonated with this message. This was a beautiful message. Please don't dim your light. Be your authentic self in any way that, you know, holds true for you. All right, you guys, thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing, and subscribing, clicking the bell, and of course, commenting anywhere you are able to. If you want a private reading, that's down below. Also follow me on TikTok, where I do free TikTok readings, and sometimes I also take donations. But they're quick and they're fun, and we get to hang out for 2-3 hours on TikTok, and I enjoy that. Anyways, you guys, stay in Emperor and Empress mode. Duh.